Generally speaking, people will bench press one of two ways, with a relatively flat torso or with a very, very strong arch. With both strategies, you can use leg drive. However, with your strong arch, your leg drive won't really create any motion, but with a relatively flat thorax, what you might actually find is the leg drive will push you a little bit that way towards the spotter. In terms of demands between the two, we can see that the relatively flat bench press is going to require us to have a good amount of anterior expansion to bring the bar down to our chest, whereas a very, very arched bench press is going to require us to have a whole lot of posterior compression of the upper, middle, and lower thorax, posterior thorax, as well as the pelvis, for us to maintain that systemic extension arch. So, if I go for a relatively flat position first, it's pretty simple. You can just see that I've got my normal retracted position. I'm coming down here. But the clincher is, when I touch my chest, you can see how far into extension my elbows are. This is actually a sign of a lot of internal rotation of the shoulder, which without, I wouldn't be able to reach my chest. Alternatively, you can see powerlifters go through a very, very, very theatrical setup where they'll move into position something like this. So you can see how much extension my whole body is in. To get this position, I'm going to need to be able to compress my entire posterior thorax. You can see as a result of all that compression, the bar basically shoots forward off my chest. Again, that's not to say that this is always the best bench press strategy, but if you want to bench maximum weight, you will need to hit a big arch at some point. Keep in mind, however, that benching with that strategy in particular is going to steal your ranges of motion really,